Hey Gearheads, Jay Leno here. Today, we're talking about a car that's near and dear to my heart. The Pontiac Firehawk. This wasn't just another muscle car. This was a statement, a force of nature. The Firehawk took the already potent Firebird platform and injected it with a dose of pure adrenaline. It was a Corvette slayer, plain and simple. Now you might be thinking, Jay, you love your Corvettes. Why all the Firehawk hype? And you'd be right, I do love a good vet. But the Firehawk, it was different. It was raw, it was agile, and it had this underdog spirit that you couldn't help but root for. This wasn't just about horsepower and torque, though it had plenty of both. It was about the way it made you feel behind the wheel, like you were in control of something truly special, something rare, something powerful. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to dive deep into the legend of the Pontiac Firehawk. Get ready for a wild ride. The Firehawk story begins with another icon, the Pontiac Firebird. Born in the late 60s, the Firebird was a response to the Ford Mustang, a car that ignited the pony car craze. The Firebird, with its sleek lines and powerful engines, quickly became a legend in its own right. But Pontiac wanted more. They knew the Firebird had untapped potential. Enter SLP Engineering. This performance tuning company saw an opportunity to transform the Firebird from a muscle car into a track weapon. The result? The Pontiac Firehawk. The first Firehawk roared onto the scene in 1991. It boasted enhanced handling, upgraded brakes, and a more aggressive look. It was a hit. But SLP didn't stop there. They continued to refine the formula, pushing the Firehawk to new heights of performance with each passing year. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Corvette. For decades it reigned supreme as America's sports car king. But the Firehawk dared to challenge the throne. And in many ways, it succeeded. On paper, the Corvette held the advantage in raw power. It had bigger engines, more horsepower, and could hit higher top speeds. But the Firehawk had a few tricks up its sleeve. It was lighter, more nimble, and thanks to SLP's tuning, handled like a dream. The Firehawk could outcorner the Corvette, outbrake it, and in some cases, even outrun it on a tight track. It was a giant slayer. And the automotive world took notice. Magazines raved about its performance, racers celebrated its victories, and everyday drivers dreamt of getting behind the wheel of this Corvette conqueror. Section 4. Under the Hood, where legends roar. What made the Firehawk so special? Let's pop the hood and take a look. SLP didn't just slap on a body kit and call it a day. They meticulously engineered every aspect of the car for performance. They started with the LS1 engine, the same V8 that powered the Corvette. But they didn't stop there. They added performance headers, a high-flow exhaust system, and a cold air intake to squeeze out every last ounce of horsepower. The result? A symphony of power that could make your heart skip a beat. But it wasn't just about straight-line speed. SLP upgraded the suspension with stiffer springs, performance shocks, and beefier sway bars. They also added larger brakes to bring this beast to a halt. The Firehawk was a balanced machine, a true driver's car. Section 5. Beyond numbers, the Firehawk's enduring appeal. The Pontiac Firehawk was more than just a collection of performance parts. It was an attitude. It was a statement. It was a car that said, I'm here to play, and I play to win. It was the car for those who dared to be different, for those who didn't want to follow the crowd, for those who wanted a car that was as unique as they were. And that's why the Firehawk still holds a special place in the hearts of car enthusiasts today. It's a reminder that sometimes the underdog can come out on top, that passion and dedication can trump raw power. Section 6. A legacy forged in fire. The Pontiac Firehawk remembered. Sadly, the Pontiac brand is no more, but the Firehawk's legacy lives on. These cars are becoming increasingly rare and collectible, and for good reason. They represent a time when American muscle cars were evolving. They were becoming more than just straight-line rockets. They were becoming world-class sports cars. So, the next time you see a Firehawk prowling the streets, give it a nod of respect. You're looking at a legend. A car that took on the best and refused to back down. A car that proved that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unexpected places. And that's the story of the Pontiac Firehawk. A true American original.